Yo-ay-yo, home varay. Yo-ay-ra, jaroom running G.
Why do you have your hood up?
I felt like it. You need to have a hood up too.
No, I don't want to.
Ah, see, we got hoodies. Lex.
Why is this happening to me?
We just watched. Yes, last time someone took exception to my oh so wonderful pronunciation of the word. Well, the episode said it's Brizon, but I said Brizon all the time.
I shouldn't have even brought
this
it
person is all like, Hagen mispronounced it. I don't even know what your comment said. I just know that just what you said.
Yeah, I just said someone on YouTube was like, "Oh, you pronounced it wrong," and
So I'm like, but
probably should have kept my mouth shut.
Here's the thing, I watched Lexx from the very start, and so me and my homie Mantrid are allowed to call Brizon what we like.
Are you like a hipster Lexx watcher?
Yeah. I love that show with Koi and Stanley and Ziv.
Stanley sounds like you like
and $7.95.
Sounds like a Stanley ripoff. That'd be like the Chinese. What was that? What Enter the Dragon? Was that not Enter the Dragon? What was the one that you did? It was the really long.
Dragon Lives Again.
Yes, starring Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, and my favorite show, Lexx with a single X pronunciation.
No, L-E-C-K-X.
So yeah, I'm sorry. It's been many years since I watched Lexx, and I, for some reason, thought it was Brizon. Which, to be fair, sounds
like a cleaning product.
It does, but it also sounds more Lexx-ish than Brizon.
Yeah. Or like head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Did you have that advert?
No.
It was one of them like late night. You'd like see the adverts for it at like 2 in the morning on cable television, like right after the advert for the gay sex line, which had like a 5-second saxophone riff that would just repeat over and over again it would just repeat for the entirety. Like, young men are waiting for you to stop that. For you to call them, because I watched a lot of cable TV when I was an insomniac, and it was just, and then it would be like all of a sudden it would like switch over, and it's like a local AdNet affiliate, and then
just 5 minutes from the cinema.
Well, no, because local AdNet, you can tell because all of a sudden the volume changes drastically. And they used to do that on purpose, and now you can get fined for it. But it would just, like, click over to paragraphs and be, head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apparently it's some kind of thing that you put on your forehead and it stops headaches. It sounds like, basically, like snake oil.
It sounds like their way of curing a headache is to turn you into Davros.
I don't know.
Or Divris,
the internet
as I call
probably
him.
knows about it, but you don't, because you're not American, so there you go.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Even though I sound like it, everyone here thinks I'm American.
You do not sound American, though. Like,
I know, but everyone here thinks I have.
I hate to tell you.
It's only since Omega moved over here that I realize why people are sort of weird and standoffish to me, which they've been my entire life. They just assume I'm American. They treat me like I'm a tourist.
But you do not sound like you use UK vernacular. And you use UK pronunciations. You do not sound. I promise you're not American.
I know. I know I'm not American.
I mean, you don't.
I think I'd have some evidence if I was.
That's why I never go to the Chippy up the hill, because they're always mean to me, and I think so they think I'm a tourist. But like, I have a guy that I go to school with and a girl that I work with. Like, oh, I love that Chippy. It's the best one. I'm like, they are so mean to me. So I go to Brendan's down the hill. They're nice to me.
Yeah. But anyway, Lexx.
Like one time they gave us like free fritters.
This is a very solid episode of Lexx, but. Like I said last time, I really think...
It's an inversion of the usual trope.
Yeah?
Instead of, like, getting off the Lexx and getting into problems, they let someone on the Lexx and get into problems.
But like I said last time, this one, thematically, I think it really should have...
It's more rapey than usual.
Yes, but story-wise, it should have fitted earlier in the season. I'm thinking, like, some point after Patches in the Sky, but before Brigadoon.
Yeah.
Because Brigadoon's like... Okay, things are coming to a head. We're gonna go there. We're gonna destroy Mantrid.
Brigadoon was like the last save point before the boss battle.
Yeah, and then this one happens. Which is...
because there's the guy who has a shop, and of course he's got every single kind of item you could buy since the first town, but also like the boss.
It's like Sandal, appearing at the end of a Dragon Age game.
Kai, enchantment. I don't like Mantrid. He's got arms.
So. But with this one, they're all like, we're going to destroy Mantrid, but we don't know how to do it, so we're really despondent about that. And hello, we found Brizon, who is...
Lexx is a good dog.
Brizon is Mantrid's old teacher, and he was the Bio-Vizier, the Supreme Bio-Vizier, who are basically the...
Except no substitutes.
The science head scientist of the
Minister
League.
of Evil Science.
Yes, basically. He was directly in charge of, looking after the assassins and being in charge of, like, building the Lexx and stuff. And although I want to know exactly how old he was, because he says that Kai was one of his, indicating that he turned Kai into a thingy. If that's the case, then he has outlived several divine shadows. I would have thought that a regular human being, no matter how sciencey he is, would not be able to outlive a load of divine shadows.
Like, he probably had some bio tricks up his bio sleeve, and that's why he's now basically run out of them.
If he's come up with those things that allow him to live for such a ridiculously long amount of time, you would think that other people would notice it, and therefore they would give those tricks to the divine shadow.
Who says that he doesn't?
Well, the divine he's lived through at least the reigns of 3 divine shadows.
Yeah, but, like, we don't know how long a reign is, usually. Like, he might, like, there might be something about possessing his divine shadow, like that essence, that wears out a human body, like, really, really fast.
It's possible. It just strikes me as a little bit odd. Although,
or the thing where you inherit all of the memories of the one previous, that might be, like, you might actually have to die for that to happen.
Well, you do have to die.
Yeah, but that's what
the inheritance happens either on the moment of death or just before death.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is possible that he just worked on Kai and he did some other stuff to Kai and alterations or whatever, and he looked after him and therefore he said he was one of his. But don't know.
Yeah.
So it's maybe.
So basically, they find this guy.
But he also said he designed the Lexx, but the Lexx, which is bollocks, if I remember correctly, because the Lexx...
He could have been lying, because he did lie, and
this is true.
Yeah.
Because the Lexx the designs of the Lexx were stolen from Austral B heretics. So I thought that the Austral B came up with the design for the Lexx, but maybe he did and they stole it first, or maybe he's just, bollocksing, whatever.
Yeah, because he did lie.
Plus...
He said he could bring Kai back to life.
The Lexx designs were floating around before it was created, about 10-15 years before the show, and Mantrid had also retired as Bio-Vizier, because he succeeded Brizon, so that would mean that within a space of about 10 years you'd have to have 3 Supreme Bio-Viziers.
Maybe he knew about the Lexx, but he was just BSing when he said...
Yeah, but Stanley was there, and Stanley had other information, so he could have called him out in his BS.
Yeah.
So this episode is like Paul Donovan's like, I forgot what I wrote in earlier episodes because I'm a physicist. Paul Donovan.
But yeah, so anyway, they find this guy, Brizon, and he's like, I could tell you, I hate Mantrid, and I'll tell you how to catch him and kill him. And he's using another human being as a dialysis machine, pretty much. It's kind of hardcore, I guess.
Run back and witness me! But the guy who played Brizon, like, he's fine for the part, except he's way too young. He's supposed to be, like, really, really, really aged, so they should have got an actor who was literally between 70 and 90. But they've got an actor who's either similar age to Dieter Lasser, who plays Mantrid, or possibly younger.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
But yeah, so he's like, I can tell you we can switch off the drones, but I'm also dying. But there you go. And so he, like, probes... Like, he has this probe that he can put in your liver, and then I guess use you as dialysis.
Yep.
So he does that to Zev, and is really rapey. It's like
he was about to inject needles into Stanley's testicles to steal Stanley's testosterone, so he could rape Zev.
See, what I thought originally he was gonna do is he was gonna use some kind of mind control domination on Stanley to make him have sex with Zev while he watched. I was like, I wanted them to get together, but not like this. Why is it always rapey when they get together?
Or possibly stole his, connected something into Stanley's brain so he could force Stanley to have sex with him, but he experiences it.
Yeah, that's what I...
But, I gotta say, a guy about to shove needles into a guy's testicles in order to have, lets a third party have raped someone, I cannot think of another sci-fi show that would do that.
Another first for Lexx.
He also
does this thing where he has this, magic crystal.
Maybe Torchwood, if it was feeling particularly high.
Yeah. He has this, magic crystal locket that, took over Kai's brain and returned him to assassin mode.
Yeah, it was sort of, the factory settings.
Yeah. Please boot Kai from install disk.
Safe mode.
Yeah. Boot Kai in safe mode. No, that's what happens if you wake him up wrong. And he became, a slasher killer?
Yeah. No. He wasn't safe there. No, the safe mode Kai was one during the zombie episode where it was perfectly safe.
Yeah.
But he was just going, the majestic wheel, it rums around, it makes an ancient rumbling sound. And I totally forgot how that rhyme goes.
Well, I think that was all of it. But yeah, so...
I got some words wrong.
So, yeah, so Brizon, whatever, the guy...
I was really hoping there was a bit where they would remove his hat and his, either he would have, his head was either the same shape as his ridiculous fucking hat, or he'd have like some sort of exposed glass brain thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
It was
thinking
like this. There's got to be a reason for this really tall Chaos Dwarf from Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Fantasy Battle hat. It's like a.
It looked like a puff.
It's like a Chaos Dwarf hat, but shaped like a penis with like cancerous tumors all over it.
No, it just looked like it was inflated, like with air. But yeah, so he turns off the drones and they go find Mantrid, and it looks like things are going bad for everyone. So he's connected to Zev because he's using her as dialysis now. And so he goes over to be like, haha, Mantrid. They have this like really ridiculous verbal slap fight where they're like, I'm the best engineer, no me.
There's probably two German elder statesman actors, although Dieter Lasser is just mad, so he might not be. But, you know, just yelling at each other in semi-broken English. It's great.
So, yeah, so then he's like, aha, here's Mantrid's head, we'll just step on it, but it was a drone. And he got, and so Zev disconnects herself and runs away. It crushes the magical crystal, so Kai comes back. And they're like, haha, we'll blast it with the Lexx. But Mantrid was like, haha, really, it was I who decoyed you, and I was the smartest after all. And I'm going to kill Kai, and I'm going to be happy of that. And I'm going to kill the universe, because I'm an insect. Yeah, so I'll see you next episode for the big showdown. Pretty much how that went down.
There's some weird thing here where they were all having a meal together, and... Okay, in Lexx, the Lexx produces a certain amount of food, and it's this green slime stuff.
Like,
and they're all like, we are so horrified by him using he's got like this...
little vacuum thing.
Yeah, that's attached to his stomach, which he literally puts in there like and sucks up food. And I'm like, they're disgusted by that, but they're literally using the faces of divine predecessors, you know, the brains with the mask, the previous divine shadows, as plates. They're using their faces.
And they eat the green stuff like every time.
Yeah, with their hands, they're just like... eating off someone's face, and it's like, this guy's weird for, you know, sucking food up with a vacuum?
Eating biological sludge out of someone else's face.
Yeah, biological sludge has been created by a giant fucking insect.
It was the best green sludge.
It really shows you that, you know, weird is in the eye of the beholder.
It's true. Although you said something really great to me while we were watching.
To remind you of a story you had told me. See, Omega, like in the videos, she sometimes goes into tangents that don't often mean anything.
What? No, always they mean something.
And she's all like...
Why would you say that?
Because I'm trying to be entertaining.
Oh, okay.
She does this in real life as well, and there was a story ages ago involving the words green slime, and then I saw them eating green slime, and I was like, green slime! And she was like, haha, I remember something, and now she's going to tell you, and I'm going to go sleep, because it's going to take an hour.
It's not going to take an hour. Wake up! No, you're my other person. Get up of the bed. Okay. No! Don't do it! Come on, no, I'm being serious. Alright, so now you're resurrected. No, so, okay. See, now it went out of focus because I leaned forward. Now look what you've done. Now you have to edit that in post. Stop making Bane face. That's Bane face. She does that all the time. But yeah, so no, this was like a lot. This was basically like 1984 or 85. This is how young I was. And we were driving, I think this is where my sister was born actually. We were driving through Center City to my aunt and uncle's house. And my aunt, she was a very experimental cook. But she favored a lot of kinds of cuisines that probably wouldn't go easy on a 4-year-old's palate. Like, sometimes she would make Thai dumplings, and she'd be like, ooh, try this, your taste buds will dance and sing, and gave it to me, and I was like, ugh, I don't know, it tastes nasty and horrible.
Well, I'm sure a 4-year-old from Thailand might like it.
Well,
although they'd probably like, the dumplings are terrible.
But yeah, so...
Stupid American.
I was the kind of child that always spoke my mind, regardless of whether it's polite or not, or whether I should have or not. So we're driving there, my mom tries to prep me. She's like, okay, now whatever your aunt serves you, I want you to eat a bit up and say, oh my gosh, and so, this is the best, whatever it is that I've ever had. And I, used to watch a lot of Nickelodeon with You Can't Do That on television. And the little smartass I was, I tried to think of the most horrible thing that you wouldn't have to do. I'm like, but what if it's green slime? And she goes, well, then you eat it all up and you say, oh, and so, this is the best green slime that I've ever had. And that just tells you everything you need to know about my mother.
Ironically, she was served red slime. And she was not prepared.
I don't even remember what we had that night, quite honestly.
Red slime!
And see, that's why you got in trouble for eating something at a family gathering and admitting you didn't like it, and then I got to hear about it afterwards.
Yeah, apparently that's really terrible.
How impolite you were. And I'm like, well, you always lie. You just say, oh yeah, it's really great. And then just find a way to get rid of the rest of it.
Well, my family doesn't do that. We try not to. We try to work out what other people like, so they don't have to eat stuff they don't like.
There's a lint on you. Hold on.
So in the below bar, feel free to tell us which approach do you think is better.
I think it's always polite. I mean, because here's the thing: is that just because it tastes bad to you, it might not be a bad thing. You just might not like that thing.
I've never said
So if
that.
you made me a mushroom thing, I would eat some of it. I would be like, oh, that's really great. No, I'm not really all that hungry. But like, I couldn't say that it tastes bad because mushrooms taste good to other people. So
Excuse me. The way I always react to it is that it's not my thing. I never say it's bad. I say that it's not my thing.
You said that to me, but the story that I heard about what you said, oh, they were interesting or something, but you didn't like it very much or something.
Yeah, I did not make a value judgment about the dish itself.
It was this turnip dish. Actually, I like the turnip dish. It's a grated turnips with like heavy cream and lots of cheese, and it's like cooked together with a cheese crust and some garlic. It's really good. I like turnips. But yeah, so we're getting to the end of the season 2 of Lexx, like a year and a half after we started doing it. But
I would be happy to watch these every day.
I know,
but you're all like, I have university and writing a novel.
Well, I am, and also work.
That's true.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're all ready. We've saved at the save point, and we know that the next time will be the big showdown. Now we're not too fraught with tension because we know this is season 4 and 5.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. So
and you know that season 3 is half the length of season 2.
Yeah.
Season 4 is even longer than season 2.
And that's effing about on a rather familiar planet, is it not?
Yes. Phobos!
What?
Phobos. It's actually a moon, but still.
So yeah, that's been us for Lexx Appeal. And so, are you excited? Are you so excited for the next one? I'm probably excited as we are. Yeah, like and subscribe and comment and all that crap, you know. You know how it is. Now we have to go do a backseat critique. Ah! Help! Help! Mantrid arms! Help!